Hey everybody, welcome to our home. Take it from here, babe.
Hello, lovies. Oh my gosh. So, I know we haven't talked in a while. I know I said I'd be coming out with this video. I had to figure it out. So, what you're going to do is you're going to come on a journey with how I clean my pots and pans and how I clean my stove. What you just saw was me putting Dawn Platinum Power Wash. Oh my gosh. I live by that stuff. Phenomenal stuff. And a little bit of water. And I turned it on. I turned on my stove because I needed to heat up, bubble up, and do its thing. Awesome stuff, you guys. What I'm going to do is link in the description. You can get 3 of them for a phenomenal price on Amazon rather than going to Walmart. You can find them in Walmart's, Publix, Kroger, Harris Teeter. You can find them everywhere, but phenomenal price. So, yeah, you'll find the link to Amazon in the description. But right now, what I'm doing is even though it looks like I'm scrubbing hard, I am not. This video is sped all the way up. So it looks like I'm scrubbing hard, but I'm not. The whole point of the heat is to kind of loosen everything up. And I'm swirling and I'm just, brushing lightly because I have those types of pots and pans that you cannot scrub hard. You cannot use a Brillo pad. You have to be easy. So just know I'm not scrubbing hard. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take it off the stove, empty it out, rinse it, put water back in the pot and put it back on the stove and put more Dawn Platinum Power Wash. So point of that is to make sure that I'm getting everything, from those two little, I need everything out of there, everything off of it. So I'm just putting it back on the stove, all 3 of them, just to make sure I got everything out. The brush I got from IKEA. I think they sell them for like 79 cents. And so now I am also using, it has a Brillo pad, but that's the soft one. It's just the sponge. You can buy different types of pads to fit on these. So I'm just giving it a nice little swirl. But now what you're going to do, because you saw in that one, some more stuff came up. And that was what was behind what is holding on, holding the handle on it. So I'm going to move those out of the way. I'm not finished because I got to get the outside and I got to get my lid. But what you're going to see, look at this. Look at this stove. Good Lord. I mean, what are we doing here? What kind of cooking? When I talk about put your back into it, put your, the old school saying, she put her foot in it. I'll put my foot all the way up to my knee in it, huh? But now what you're going to see is take everything off and wipe everything out of there. Everything from people, cheese that was, used. I mean, I don't know. I Things get burned when you're stirring, you're flicking, you moving fast. It was one of those types of nights. I didn't feel like cooking, but I did. I was in the mood for a certain type of casserole I make. So, all right, here we go. I live by this Dawn Platinum Power Wash, but I also live for this. This is my steam cleaner. I love this thing. When I say I love this thing, wait until you see what I did. Okay? Wait until you see how great this gets, okay? You got to watch it till the end, guys. So what I did, though, is I did spray the Dawn Power Wash. I did edit out the part where I let it sit for just a few minutes because you do have to put the water in the steamer, plug it in, and you got to let that, got to let that pressure build up, and you got to let it get, heat up. So the Dawn had been sitting on it, and what you're going to see is me, all that grease. Look at that. I love this thing. Oh, just can can I talk about how wonderful? Look at that. Look, watch this. Well, you get one of these steamers, you no longer have to break your back. For all of you that are disabled, have back problems, get a steamer. I use a steamer for everything, to clean everything. I no longer can scrub, you know, because when you're scrubbing, what are you doing? You're putting your back into it, right? I got this nerve damage. I can't. I just can't. So, with this being my first video, let me know if I'm doing too much talking. But you guys know I'm a talker. So, again, even though I have already gone over it, it's not done. No, no, it's not done. So, I'm going to be quiet. Let me know though. Leave me some comments and let me know if like in my next video you would rather me just like be quiet, or let's do A, be quiet. Just post an A. I'll remember. B, do a little bit of talking. Leave some parts where it's just quiet and we're just watching. Or C, you know, keep going. Talk away, Jay. Talk away. But also leave comments on how you clean your pots and pans and stove. Do you do this? You know, tell me if I need to do something different. What you see right now is I am using a lint free rag. And see right there where my little chubby finger is poking, that lets me know the lint free rag will let you know. One, I love the fact that the lint free rag cleans up and doesn't leave debris like, say, a wash rag or a washcloth or a kitchen rag or dish towel, whatever you use. But I also like that it does shine, it leaves like streak free. But I also like that it will tell you if there is grease still on your stove or wherever. So just, use your, yeah, I gotta scrub. I gotta get in there. I gotta get it. So that's how I clean that. No, I am not done. I'm still going. I still got things to do. You'll see. I'm not done. But I hope everybody is having a wonderful Saturday. Oh, yeah. Now I got to take my scrub daddy. And you know what? With the lint free rag, you will see that in the description. I think I got 50 for a phenomenal price on Amazon. I am an Amazon queen. Anything you want on Amazon, I mean, if you ask me, so anything you want on Amazon, I can tell you. Phenomenal, right? So I sprayed more Dawn Platinum Power Wash, as I always do, because I love this stuff. I also love the smell. It comes in the original smell. It comes in pear. I mean, there's so many different scents. It's phenomenal. But yeah, now I'm just using the Scrub Daddy to come along. And I love the Daddy because you can put, and I know all of you that use a Scrub Daddy know this, but you put hot water and Mr. Scrubby gets nice and soft. So you don't have to scratch your stove, your counters, your refrigerator. But if you need Scrub Daddy, if you're like, I hate Brillo pads. I hate them. I wish they had come up with Scrub Daddies a long time ago. You get it cold and it stiffens up and you can use it as like a Brillo pad, but it's not. Scrub Daddy is phenomenal. So, like right now, I'm going over with a washcloth. I use a lot of washcloths. I do. I do. Well, I should say I use a lot of paper towels. There were a lot of paper towels used in the making of this video, as you will see with everything. Because you're going to come along with me to also clean out the fridge. And you're going to see how I clean out my fridge. So be looking for that video. But right now, we'll get back to what I'm doing with my phenomenal, phenomenal stove. I love my stove. How many of you love your stoves? Oh, love it. Just love it. Anyway, what are you guys doing today? What's going on? Tell me what you're doing this weekend. Me? I had to try and figure out how to get my voice to, you know, come forward over all the noise I was making. That's what I had to figure out. But yeah. So right now I'm just kind of letting it sit. I had to calm. Now, here's the thing about the steam cleaner. With the steam cleaner, yeah, you put just a tiny bit of water in it. It'll tell you how much to put in it depending on how big your steam cleaner is. But then, like I said, you know, it just depends on how big it is, how much water it holds. But the great thing about it is that it takes forever for it to empty. So I thought I was out of water. And do not open your steam cleaner, please. It's kind of like, don't, like with your cars, don't take the gasket off after you've run, like right after you've run your car, or you're going to burn yourself. Okay? Be very careful. Okay? So now you're going to see my weird, yeah, this poor rag has had a hard time, but this is what I use it for. I use my steam cleaner on the plates that go on top of the stove, the burners. You see all that that's coming off of it? I'm telling you guys, get you a steam cleaner. They are phenomenal. I mean, there's not much to say about this except I'm steam cleaning the burners. So we're just going to watch. We're just going to sit back. Yep, more power wash. Button up my sleeves. And presto. Uh-oh. Well, again, I messed that up. I did. But I love using it so much. I'll go back, all you need to do is get you another paper towel and get that out of there. It's not a big deal. It really isn't. Look at that. Look how pretty she is. I'm telling you. I mean, I love cooking. I don't know about you guys. I love cooking. And yes, every now and again, most times I am one of those that will clean as I cook. But if I'm using 3 burners, I'm only 5'1". I cannot reach over heat to, over these grates. When I had just a regular, a stove that had like 1 grate over each one, it was easy to clean between those. But when you have grates that cover the whole thing, yeah, it's kind of hard. So now that they're all pretty, and dry them off, I'm going to put them back on. Pretty. Look at this stove. She is just pretty, isn't she? Look at that. Do you remember how she started out? She was looking raggedy. Now she's a pretty girl. And now I'm going to use them. You can use your steamer to get whatever grease off of your grates. I think those are called grates. Babe, what are these called? Are these called grates? Okay, yeah, the grates. I didn't know if there was a specific name for them or not, but yeah. And I love that when you are using, I love when you put steam on grease, the grease turns white. So you know. I've never really heard of anybody who has a white stove like this. But if you do, I don't know. I'm sure it still turns white, but are you going to see it? I don't know. But yeah, look at that. You see how it's turning white? And because it's so hot from the steam, I'm just cleaning it up. You know, easy breezy. I also love that the steam cleaner, that steam also, the power wash disinfects. But I love that the steam cleaner disinfects. And now, what you guys will see me do is fight to figure out the puzzle of putting my stove back together. Because I forget that the middle part is what makes it all happen. So you put the two sides on first, and then you put the middle part on. I always, yeah, look. Yep. Now I got to go back under, get it clean, get it right. I see smearing and smudging, which is driving me crazy. That's why you see me, I'm still going over it. How many of you see stuff like that and you're like, oh my God, I got to get it. I got to get it. And now I got to get down on my handles. And yeah, I know looking over to the left, you see what's on the counter. Don't worry, I did get that. I did not leave that. Today, we're just focusing on the stove. All right. Well, we're almost at the end of the video, my lovies. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for hanging with me. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Love you.